Save blueprint. Okay. And then we'll take a blueprint of just this stuff. Missed it by just a tiny bit. Great blueprint. Okay. So we'll do it in 2 pieces. Fine. I never claimed to be the most organized person in the world. We're going to move this all around anyway, because this is going to come out of that side. It's now going to come out of this other side. So we're going to move this over. Right to here. And it is going to make that. Oh, well, that's a problem. All right. Because of where the goes into and goes out of pipes are, we need to leave ourselves some room for the goes into and the goes out of. Because this is going to be our input. And this is going to be our output for that. And then it's going to need 2 items. It's going to need actually 1 item. And then the other one's going to be this. Right? Right. And then that's going to be that. So maybe... Where did that big bastard go? Alright. We want to leave an... Ah! So used to walking around on the ground. Alright. What is it on top of? Oh. Alright. Let's not put this part down yet. We got a blueprint for it. Alright. So we don't want to go off of the map, and we want to leave ourselves enough room for the pipe to go over there. So there we go. There's that. Did we leave ourselves enough room between them? Yes. Alright. So that's going to go in there. Yeah, I know. This is going to make this. And that's going to have 3 items go into it and 1 item come out. So it really doesn't matter where the pipes are, because we don't care. This needs to have, this needs to have a green circuit go in it though. Only we don't want to put the chest right under the inserter, because then it'll put it in the damn thing. And we won't have a reference. Because we got to get all of this stuff out of our warehouses into this. we may have to manually insert all of that stuff just to keep it going. Alright, so then this is 3 items in. Actually 2 items in. Because the other one we're making. So, red circuit, copper plate. Okay. And then the next item is the polished data, which is coming from this. Right? Polished data is nope, it's coming from this. Polished data. And that's going to come from there to there. And it's going to give us scrap, polished data, and now if this is coming down this way, I know it hooked up to that. We're going to use undergrounds. Just it was easier to put them down for now, but we're going to do that to bypass that. So that won't be inputting anything into anything. But what I wanted to see, yeah, see if we put that there, it's going to want to hook up to that, and we don't want to do that. But if we put it here, that'll give us a tank to come into. Well, we could put it here. As long as we did that. The problem is we only have so many undergrounds. We got way more pipe than we do undergrounds, but we can make more undergrounds, but I don't. If I can get away with not using them for something like this, I'd rather just not use them. Although that may loop around that side. Anyway, because that's a Gazouta. Or no, it's a Gazinta. Because that's our super cold, and this is... Yeah, so that'll give us our loop here. Never mind. Never mind. We're fine. We don't need to have anything come into this. We're not bringing our cosmic water into this. We're not bringing our cosmic water into this. I'm just being stupid. And there we go with the save again. I gotta change my save. I gotta change the time on my save. Let me do that real quick. Other single player save. We'll do it. We're going to do it once an hour for now. Alright. So this is where our poo-poo caca water comes out at. We can't put it there though. right there. Put a second tank next to it. That's going to be our Pupukaka water. We can potentially even put another tank, can't we? Will that hook up? No, it won't hook up. Oh well, was worth a thought. Anyway, there's our Pupukaka tank. What else do we need to bring into this? We need to bring in our rough data storage. Alright. So, rough data storage comes in here along with our water. Which crap. Pupukaka tank goes there. They don't make these connections very convenient. There we go. Alright. Because that's got to come in there. Because we have to have that. So Pupukaka tanks are going to go there. That's going to come out of there. So we got our rough data storage and our cosmic water goes in here. Pupukaka goes out there. Polished one goes in here. Copper one goes in here. Red circuit goes in here. That gives us all of that. That comes out as a blank card. Blank card goes in here. Green circuit goes in here. Thermocooled goes in here. We get crap out. Scrap out. And our not so cold water, our not so cold thermofluid comes out. So there is that system, right? And it'll work until these fill up or these run out. Either way, that will work. We'll get a bunch of these cards. Oh, and we want to, I guess we want to take our cards out too. Which means we actually want to do this. Because we want to tell this one scrap. And we want to tell this one our card. And I'm using steel chests for all these because I don't know what's going to run out of room first. Rather than risk it, we're just going to go to town. How are we doing on this time? 5 hours. So we're doing okay there. Okay. That's going in there. That's going. We'll run our belts in a minute. I just want to get my system fluids first, and then we'll deal with spaghetti. All right. So there's that. Now we need this part. And this is where it's going to get interesting, I think. Let's put it down over here so we can see what we're doing. Okay. So this is going to make supercooled fluid. This is going to make regular fluid, right? No, this is going to make, yeah. So we're going to take it in and put it out. All right. This is going to make this to put into here. And then this is going to, so this piece here is our first piece's parts. And this is going to make that. Which side comes out? That side comes out. So if we put it here, I want to give us enough room to work. Alright. We want that to come out and go into there. Right? That's going to go out and go into there. This is going to come out. And this is where we're going to have a tank. So that both of these are going to go into that tank. So it's going to come out of here, go back into the tank, and go back into there, roundy, roundy, roundy. Meanwhile, this puppy is going to also feed it from here. And this is going to make this. Okay, and that's going to come in there, and we're going to regulate this pump with a wire. So we got fluid coming in there and fluid coming in there. Like that. And it doesn't matter that that's going past it. It can hook up to both of them. Who gives a crap? And then that has to go over there because that's going to come up there. And we'll use undergrounds for that. We'll be okay. And then we need three things. We need iron plate, copper plate, sulfur. Right? Alright, so let's see if we got this figured out here. We got heavy oil coming in. We've got cosmic water soluble lube coming in. We've got sulfur, copper, and iron coming in. And in return, it makes thermofluid, which is going to go into this tank. That's going to give us our supercooled minus 10 degrees C thermofluid, which is going to go into there. Then we also got it coming out here and going into here, which is going to give us our polished, our scrap, and our thing. Oh, we forgot to bring a scrap out. So we actually want to go here and here like this, because this is going to be our polished. This is going to be scrap, because we don't want to end up with those in there and blah blah blah. Alright, so that's going to give us that, and it's going to give us scrap, and it's going to give us the polished. The polished is going to go in here, and then copper plate and red circuits is going to give us a blank card. Blank card is going to go in here, green is going to go in here, and our fluid is going to go in here. In return, we're going to get more scrap. We're going to get a good card. And we're going to get our fluid that's going to go back into our system. Holy crap, guys. I think we've got it figured out. Now we just got to hook it up, fill it up, and see if it runs. One thing I think I'm going to... Well, nah, you know what? It's not going to make... How much scrap's it going to make? 1 scrap per card. How much is this going to make? 1 scrap per... 1% per... Okay. You know what? I am not going to worry about these two filling up. Because I don't care. And I don't care about those. This looks like a convoluted mess right now, and that's a pretty accurate statement. But now, here's what we got going. So that's everything but fluid going into this. I'm not entirely sure right this moment that I want to go through the nightmare right now that would be required to run the belts. Although I should. I could move these. And I can move those out of my way. That's got to stay where it's at. But we can move these. There. Because they're hooked up, right? They are in the system. Why do I suddenly not have power, though? If they're part of the system... Let's see something. If we sit this down... Do they have to be within a certain distance of this? Right, production, producing 12 megawatts. Did we break something? Why do we now suddenly not have power? Well, let's see something. Oh, because that's discharge. There we go. Now they're maybe the sun wasn't out. Alright, well now they're charging. So maybe we just move these one at a time, just to be safe. Okay. There we go. How many have we used up since we've been up there? 10? That's not so bad. Alright. We got room. Come on. Every time one of those meteorites goes, it pauses the game or holds the game up. I am half tempted, after we finish up with whatever this solar flare thing is, I'm half tempted to turn those off. I mean, they were fun for a while. But it has gotten almost irritating. How much is left in there? 40. Alright, well. I just want to move things, is all. Let's not walk around without life support. Alright. So now, rocket comes in. It puts all the fluids in here. They go in here. And then we've got all of these to dispose of. And then everything else goes into this side. Alright, so that would be our red circuit. Oops, shit. We don't want everything in there right now. We do want the red circuits. Would be these. Would be these. Those are all of the things that are going to go in to make this stuff. So if we do this, what if we call this, can we rename this pad? Yes, we can. We can name this pad Navis Orbit Supply Landing Pad, right? So that would just bring in the stuff for what we're doing, right? And then we could have a personal pad that we'll just have to bring it up, and we'll have to put it here. Oh, and we've got. At some point, we will set up a return rocket that this will empty into and bring our barrels back down. Not right now. All right. So let's put this stuff down here, out of our way. Alright, so that gets everything out of our way so that we can now move stuff. I don't know that much matters where we put it, as long as we can still see our base, right, for right now. Yeah, and we can still see we're fine. Alright. This kind of has to stay because that centers on this, and we'll screw ourselves if we move it. Okay. So, what if we do this? What if we grab one of those? Is that all we have left of them? Yeah, that's all of them we have left. What if we do this? Put that next to that. No, we don't want to. I was thinking we could have some of them go in there. We'll just take some of those barrels down with us. Alright. So now we want to have our stuff that we need to supply this stuff with come over. So we need to have a copper line come over. We need to have an iron line come over. We need 1, 2, 3. Those we're just going to put. You know what? I just want to see if the fucker will work. We will worry about supplying it properly later. Alright. The other thing we want, now I'm glad I remembered this. Where is... We'll use green. Doesn't really matter, I guess. We're going to go from the tank to the pump. And we're going to go, if this, which is this, is greater than, or no, is less than, let's say 1,000 to start. So if this is less than 1,000, this is enabled. Over 1,000, this turns off. That should prevent this from overfilling and our system biting the big one. Right? Alright, so let's get our green circuits. Green circuits, red circuits, those things. Iron. We should have a lot more iron than that. We're gonna have to send a bunch of iron up. Alright. So, green circuits. Red circuits. Those things. Right? And then that's going to come out of there. And then copper. Oh, well, sulfur and then copper. Alright, so sulfur. And copper. Sulfur. Iron plates. Now, copper, we have it in two places. So we're going to put half here. And half there. Alright, so that's all of our physical items for Gazinta. Right? Right. Now, oops, we need our pipe. Pipe, 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 pipe. Pipe. Alright, and let's, not that we need it, but let's put our disco ball down. Let's grab an inserter. Let's grab our sciences. Oops. Just our sciences. Put that stuff down for now. Make sure we got all our sciences. Oops. Put all our sciences in our disco ball. offer back because we don't need it. Look and see. How are we doing on time on this? Oh shit, we've been an hour and a half. Alright, well we gotta get this wrapped up and get moving here, guys. Sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention to the time. Just thinking to myself, we're gonna leave all of this stuff up here. It's better to have stuff up here that we, you know, that we need. We can always make more downstairs. We're gonna want pipes though to hook this stuff up. We might need those, but I don't think so. We're gonna want that. We're gonna want that. We're gonna want those. Yes, I know it's coming. We got it. We're set up for it already. I think. Alright. All of that's good. Didn't we have those? We want to take those with us. Everything else stays. Right? Everything else stays. Now we just gotta hook our pipes up. So. Alright, there's that. That's pumping away. That's putting into that. Now we need that. That's a pretty cool animation. That's freaking awesome. Alright, so that comes to that, comes to that, comes to that. Everything comes down to this. And we're making one. Holy crap, we made one. Holy crap, guys, we made one. It's working. It may not be efficient. It may not have the right levels of crap. But it freaking made one. That is what we wanted. It made one. And that'll be putting out 5. It'll go back into the system. Okay, guys. We did something right. So on that note, we're going to take our trash back home with us. All right, it is working. All of that for that. Is suffocating. I shouldn't be. Crap. Why am I suffocating? We shouldn't have been suffocating. I don't know. But that's okay. Alright, let us take our bad ones down with us. Do we not have any bad ones? Alright, and let us do this too. Yeah, we probably want to go ahead and set a bunch of this stuff down before we leave. Because now we have all that manufacturing going on. In retrospect, we probably want, well, we want this too. Why did we not put one down here? Those stay. That stays. This will let us get through here. Yeah, we'll still be able to get through. We're just going to lay down as much of this as we can. I don't know how much we need. We'll lay it down. We'll pick it back up later. Alright, that should keep us going. Make sure we got everything before we head out. Oh, crap. Don't want to forget those. that should be everything that we can carry. All right, let's head back down to the planet. This is doing its thing. We got 42 of them so far. Let's grab this guy and put him away before we forget about him. Yeah. All right, there we go, guys. I know this was a little long. It's damn near 2 hours. We'll probably have to split this up. But there you go. We are now officially making shit in space. We don't have the science yet. We're halfway. We're sort of halfway there. We got one more process to build up there, and we can go from there. How much longer we got? 4 hours. So yeah, we'll put that on as a video when the time comes. In the meantime, I'm going to get prepped to go back up and do the other science. All right, guys. Like I say, this is going to be a two-parter. So, talk to you later. Bye.